What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Rainslick 4. Today, we once again continue our way through the third pillar, known as Katra, apparently. So, we will do just that, continue our way through. 3 high MP, or high HP targets. I guess I'll stick with my current party. Do all 4 of these guys start with 1 MP? Yeah, I guess 2 of them are on Moira. The Philosophly has the Tone passive, and Tycho has some talismans. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, I think I'll start with poisoning that thing because it has the most HP. But I want to put some focus here on taking enemies down one at a time. So get some buffs going in that regard. I'll poison him next. And Ice Shard, I guess. And one more guy to poison. So we shall poison him. I feel like I should get Let's Positive Thinking up, just because these guys are going to take a little while to take out. What I'm curious about is whether the magic buffs have an effect on how much Let's Positive Thinking heals. That healed for a lot, so I guess so. So I guess maybe in the future I should make a point of buffing my magic before I get Let's Positive Thinking up. For 1,000 damage. I think we'll go with a Blizzard here, actually. Okay, and I should get Broden back up because dead guys are not very useful to me. Wow, this tall boy's almost dead already. Even that thing's almost dead. And that's mostly just from poison. This as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure I just accidentally attacked the bazooka thing twice in a row. Both of those attacks were supposed to be on the tall boy, but apparently I just failed. Oh well. They're all gonna die eventually. Why does it keep healing Twist? Dust Cloud. Let's see what that's all about. Slows all enemies. That could be interesting. I can perceive a situation where that would be useful. Let's go through this red teleporter. I'm curious why it's red. Really? There's just 2 brain boxes? That's a pretty pathetic battle. I feel like there's a trick here. Something I'm missing. Either that, or they're just trying to make me paranoid, and there really isn't anything. Instant Punishment actually does a pretty good amount of damage now. It's almost double what Eternal Punishment did. Yay! Nothing! Is there really nothing in this whole area? Whoa, what the? I just discovered that completely by accident. Okay, so there's just a ninja here. So I guess to that effect I should switch the Broden back in. 11,000 damage, or HP. I'm assuming this guy probably has the ability to do a lot of damage, so I guess I should focus a little bit on interrupts here. Get some buffs up here. Another interrupt. Now start doing... Not Blizzard. Why'd you do Blizzard? Stupid head. Interrupt him once again. And start dancing like crazy. Not gonna bother with words. Let's positive thinking, just because it seems like it's more important to just take this guy down quickly. And if he is doing as much damage as I'm assuming that he's going to do, which... not as much as I thought, and apparently he did 500... Oh, the poison did 500 damage to him. Okay. That's what's up. But yeah, I was just thinking that it might be more pertinent to just focus on killing him quickly, because that's just a kind of a thing you do with high damage targets. There's a good chance that they're just going to kill you outright, so why bother trying to heal, right? Murn. Oh no! Oh no, it's joined my party. So apparently I am now in position of a zombie ninja of some description. I guess take a look at what he's like. I'm assuming he's going to be a speed type. Hiya! Speed boost. Temporary speed boost. That's interesting. Hurts user. This guy's weird. He like hurts himself? That's also weird. I don't know what the connection between the two are. I guess... I don't know. Maybe I'm just not familiar enough with the Penny Arcade universe to get that connection, but... whatever. So, he is a speed type. He's using a gun called the Shuriken. Okay. That gives a lot of speed. Should I give that to the Brodent? I mean, it increases his speed. That's... I've been stacking his speed, so I think I will do that. It's hard to disagree with the item description there. So I guess the question is, that brings the speed up to 618. So is that high enough that it makes sense to switch him to Jim now? For the whole quick study thing. I don't know. I guess I'll leave him on Moira for now. The worst that'll happen in that case is that his speed will get a little bit higher because he'll get more level ups with Moira. That's certainly not a bad thing. These Hollow Knight dudes have a somewhat strange map sprite, it would appear. They don't look quite right to me. I mean, they look fine now that we're in battle, but when we're on the map they look kind of weird. A lot of enemies in this battle, but most of them should be dead fairly soon. Although, AoEing against these meta droids might not be the most effective ever. They're pretty resilient, and I really don't want them to both get the chance to heal. So maybe I should try and interrupt them while my MP returns. I think I will do just that. Sadly, it didn't work quite as well as I had hoped. So, more AoE. Maybe use Molotov on one of them? Man, these guys resist like everything. Well, at least they're healing the tall boy and not each other. Means that I can take the actual droids out that much quicker. Try and take him out now. And all that's left is the tall boy. That's crazy. It's fun to dance crazy. Man, even with no buffs at all, it does 2300 damage. It's pretty good. So, there should be a chest around here somewhere containing $9,000. Man, I'm up to $102,000. That's many dollars. I shall buy many things with this money. But in the meantime, let us come up here. What are you? Astrolith? Okay. But whatever the case, I feel as though it's pertinent to get Brodent up in here. And single target tactics. Commence buffing. It always seems like it's the magic users that are the heavy hitters in this game. I mean, Mr. Beaks does good damage. Twisp does good damage, but not quite as good. And should I bother getting up? What's positive thinking? This guy doesn't have... I'll just try and take him down quickly. Doesn't seem like this is like an actual boss type thing, so I can probably take him down quick enough that it's fine. Control burst. It's not too much health left anyways. I guess the thing about Twisp is, even using his 2 MP attack, he's only doing like 1,000 damage. Whereas Mr. Beaks could do like around the same damage with like a... I guess his physical attack doesn't do quite that much, but skydiving, he's doing as much as any of the magic users. Whereas Twisp isn't quite up to that level. I guess he doesn't have quite as much strength. I don't know. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Really no enemies guarding this chest? There's an enemy here, though! Several of them, in fact. Can't be up in here. I really have to come up with a new way of saying that. It's getting kind of old to say the exact same things so many times. AoE. Hopefully I don't die before I get a chance to use some of my attacks here. Then that should be a dead wyvern. All that's left are Mr. Tanks here. Don't have enough MP to hug everyone. Both Catsby and Tycho know that ability now. Well, Tycho has enough MP to hug everyone, actually. So that's what I'm gonna do. I shard on the second tank, because the first one is now dead. Down he goes. Hi, I'm Jeff. That's a somewhat strange name for an ability. Weird. I mean, I guess it's handy being able to stun all the enemies, but it's not so handy that the fact that it stuns yourself as well is less than handy. Is this really the only way for me to go? I feel like this route is very roundabout. I mean, yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Well, onward we go then. All the way around. Given that this looks like some sort of conference room, I'm assuming that we're pretty close to the end here. This seems like a situation in which I should focus on single target damage. Focus on taking down the Metadroids first, though. And single target means magic buffing! Buff that magic! And poison all the things. And also kill all the things. I mean, that's kind of the eventual goal, one way or another. I think I'll actually go with Innocent Punishment for the Philosophly this turn. Oh. I was kind of thinking that might be what killed the Metadroid, but Twisp got to it first. I'm okay with that, though. Ow, that hurt. Decapitate the headless droid. And start in on the giant blue dragon thing. I was hoping the blue dragon thing would be dead by the time that turn rolled around, but it was not to be. Now it's dead. That Star Breath is pretty deadly. But I'm deadly too. And I'll just continue going with Controlled Burst. I was wondering if it might be worth using Foulmouth because I have 2 MP for the Brodent here. But I don't know that it would... Like, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't do more damage than Controlled Burst, and I'm pretty sure using a second poison attack on the same enemy doesn't really, like, increase the poison damage you do or anything like that, so... We'll go with a berry here to just try and capitalize on a single MP. Just try and finish him off rather than worry about healing. Okay. Squeezy Cheese. And Jim learned Overkill. So, let's see here. Squeezy Cheese. Huh. Interesting. So, with enough turns, Brodent can actually, I think, start doing a pretty decent amount of single target damage now. Because he's got so much speed, so he's getting a lot of turns. So that means that he can start stacking up the damage of Controlled Burst. With Squeezy Cheese, it should start doing a pretty decent amount of damage, actually. What else did I learn? Jim learned Overkill. Interesting. Okay. So... got a tank over there. What do we got up here? An airplane. Okay, well, I guess kill him off real quick. Except there's a whole lot of other stuff with the aircraft, so... I guess I should kind of focus a little bit more on AoE to kind of take those guys out first. I'm pretty sure... I know the cats will die really quickly from AoE. The toaster, not quite so much. So if the AoE is going to be pretty easy, then I think I'll start off by buffing up my magic so I can use that to take care of the aircraft afterwards. Probably have to do a little bit of extra work to kill the toaster, though. Shouldn't be too much. I guess I'll just throw an ice shard at him. But in the meantime... And I guess I haven't used Call Skeleton in a while, so I'll get him up and running. What I'm actually kind of curious about is how the summoner's stats interact with the summoner, or the skeleton. How the summoner's stats affect the skeleton's damage, if at all. That's, wow, almost 5,000 damage. Why did it do so much? Didn't Caspia already know Blizzard? Is that like a Blizzard level 2 or something? It's just called the same thing and is basically indistinguishable from the other Blizzard? What's in here? Anything? Did this just... Where did this take me? Am I on the other side? Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't mean to fight these tanks yet, but I guess I will fight them anyways, because I'm in combat with them now, so why not? I guess I'll go full AoE mode, since there's 6 of them. Although they do have a fair amount of HP, so the whole AoE thing might take a little bit of doing. I guess the fact that there are technically 2 blizzards might explain why they're... Like, I noticed previously, a few episodes back, that there were 2 different attack animations for Blizzard. So I guess that would explain that. Why? Because they're technically 2 different spells. They're just virtually indistinguishable from each other. So if I can survive this salvo of attacks, I should be able to... Well, that's Tycho dead. But apparently, he looks exactly the same when he's dead as when he's alive. Which is kind of creepy. Well, he might not look exactly the same. I'm not honestly sure. Okay, I went kind of all or nothing there, but it seemed to have worked out. So I guess this just loops back around here. So that would mean that... Is it this way that looped? Yeah. This is where we fought the tank. Which means that forward is up here. So we will continue towards what I'm going to assume is the last section of the Tower of Catra on the next episode of Let's Play Rainslick 4. Catch you later.